So use a trim removal tool. Just pop off the strip behind the display, which exposes 4 screws, Phillips. Once that strips off, take those 4 screws out. Once those 4 screws are out, the display pushes straight up, and then you can flip it on its back. There are 3 connectors. That one there is the ground. That's the main connector. There's a tab that you squeeze. Squeeze the tab and it pulls down. There you go. That one's got a tab as well. Squeeze the tab, pull down. There's a tab on the back of this one, not on the sides. And then that one will pull out too. Move that out of your way, and then there is a black box. I believe that's the radio. You're going to remove 4 screws here, which then exposes the USB port. And what we're going to do is disconnect the USB port, put just a touch of dielectric grease on it, and then put it back, connect the USB plug. That slides straight out, which exposes the blue USB plug. There's a tab you're going to push in on the side, and it slides right out. And then you don't need to touch that one. That's the antenna. So grab some USB. Remove that USB port. And then just a touch of dielectric grease on there. And you want just a really thin coat. And that's it. Plug it back in. Make sure the plugs for the display that are under it stay out, and so you can plug in the display after we get this screwed in. Replace the 4 screws. Don't leave the driver tip in there. Then simply grab the display, plug in your 3 plugs, and get that buttoned up. Make sure you hear the snap. Number 2, number 3. And slide that back in. Make sure it's seated firmly. Or put the 4 screws back in. Trim panel, this just pops back in. Just line up the tabs, tap it in, and you're good to go.